You knew our ritual also? Oh, I'm glad. You know, it's the second time that they are burying someone, and each time they are trying to respect the face of that person. It's showing a lot, you know, about the religious aspect of the show.
We shall bring you forth once more. Hard to believe we are almost at Constantinople.
Finally!
I'm in no hurry.
I know the feeling.
No, you don't.
Deliver my father's treasure, and it is so prized by the emperor that he will reward you beyond your wildest dreams.
Then why not
Yes.
hurry?
Because it's herself! Oh.
Because I'm not sure what will happen afterwards.
I love you, Harald, but you're not the clever guy.
Put it to chess.
No matter what happens to me, you must not allow Olaf to take him, do you understand? And if I am dead, and someone asks you about my child, you will tell them that he is the son of Harald Sigurdsson. And his mother is Freydis, to keep her up to fate.
Come on, Freydis.
Remember the signal. Now.
Yes, Jorundr! Yes! I want him to survive. Badly hurt, but not dead. Jorundr, I mean. No! I said that it would be great to keep him, and I truly meant it. Fuck.
No.
Now at least survive enough time, you know, to see your mom. At least that.
Tell my mother. I'm not a traitor.
You will not! At any point! Oh no! Oh no, I'm not satisfied, writers. Like, really? You can't create a character like him and made a development for him during the entire season for losing him at the end of it. Fuck you. Yep. She planned something.
Where are the people? Who is she waiting for? Me.
Mm-hmm.
I have come for him, Freydis.
You're gonna burn the lake.
So this is how you fight one-on-one? With your entire fleet?
I just wanted my men to have a good seat for the fight.
It is not every day they get to see the great Olaf Haraldsson beaten by a woman.
Stay on your boats, all of you. Appreciate the combat, so you're gonna burn!
Is that Knut's son?
Yes. The King of Norway, Svein.
Oh, I didn't think of him dying.
Why don't you come here where you can see better? And are all these men baptized?
There.
I'm not gonna have an eternal life.
Then I feel better about this.
Bye-bye! The axe against the sword. Freydis. Oh no, Sven is gonna intervene. and on a cross, kind of.
Long after yours has been forgotten.
But who is left to tell your story?
Sven, keep an eye on the kid, Freydis, right now. Stay there, kid. Don't kill him. No, it's Canut's son. That's why you saved him.
Spare me, please.
Get up, King of Norway.
And she kept also her son. Ow! So cool. Oh! It's gonna happen right now. Right there, you know, Elena, all of that with the Emperor.
The Emperor Romanos has travelled from Constantinople to greet you.
Maybe it would have, cost too much for us to see Constantinople. So everything is gonna happen right there.
Rumors a mighty band of Vikings had made it past the Beshneks with a group of women.
Well, not rumors. The Khan is dead. Did your Highness come all this way just to thank us?
No.
To take his
I
prize.
came to see if you brought the treasure from Vitomir of Chud.
It's her that he wants. Harald.
You are every bit as beautiful as your father described. Welcome to your new life.
New life.
You did not know what it was you were delivering.
I knew!
No.
Come on, I have that for medallion.
The new Empress of Constantinople. A hero's welcome awaits you in Constantinople, and reward for your bravery. Even your death.
Ask your money.
And I will provide it.
An army!
Anything. Anything.
Not her.
I will find a price. You could have told me.
And
No.
let you know, what would you have compelled me to do?
But identify yourself.
And we will have both arrived in Constantinople empty-handed. Now you have the favor of Emperor himself.
The wise Empress. Out of my reach.
But you can pursue your destiny?
Nothing is out of your reach.
Freydis? You're back in Kattegat?
I returned your son when I did not need to.
I thank you. What do you require for this act of kindness?
Peace.
You have my word.
You're gonna go back to Jomsborg?
I am within my right to take revenge. I tried my comrades not me. If we die, so do our gods.
The memories into this place. You're gonna come back. For Kattegat.
You are Freydis, aren't you? The keeper of the faith.
Yes. I am.
Now you can say that you are, episode 1 she couldn't say it, admit it, and now she can. We're gonna see it in fact. Okay, I thought that meeting before was a way for them to not pay for that. Okay. That we would have a time jump, like that's it. I was right. Because normally, beginning of the season 3, they're gonna leave Constantinople or they're gonna arrive into Russia or into Norway after coming back from Constantinople. Like, I don't think that what they have to do right there is really important. I mean, Leif, he has to go to Mariam's house to take knowledge, in fact, to take the tools, to take the books, stuff like that. Right there, For Harald and Elena, I really don't think that he can take her with him, you know, she said there is nothing that you can't have. I think that she was talking about his destiny, and right there the emperor, he already promised him that he would pay him as many, you know, as he wants. So yes, I don't think that we're gonna see Constantinople. Like, you know, to see it a little at the end, it's almost like the writers telling us, to the viewers, guys, we don't have the money to go inside of it and all to create all of this culture, all of these things inside of it, the costumes, the environments, like, oh, come on, we already did a lot of things during this season, so not for this season 2, and maybe never in fact, but for you to not be frustrated, we made the meeting just before, and all guys, you know, they're gonna see it, you know, long distance, like we can create it for you to see it, but we don't have to really create it. But yes, I don't think that Elena, she was talking about him fighting for her and all. Already before that, they had that discussion about the fact that he wants to be the king of Norway. He did all of that for having money to reach that point. He lost everything in fact, and her telling him, but maybe in fact you're gonna have what you want because you have that treasure that you were supposed to bring to Constantinople. It was her, the treasure. I knew it, I fucking knew it, and the fact that Harald didn't know it. Come on, Harald! Like, clearly, you're brave, you're nice, you're funny, you're good looking, you're confident, you know, like, I love that about him, a lot of things about him, but clearly he's not a clever guy. But Leif, you didn't see it neither. Or maybe you saw it and you didn't say it. It wouldn't be the first time. But yes, they talked about their destinies before, you know, before kissing. So right there, what she said, it was just a conclusion. And almost like her telling him, that's it, you're gonna be able to chase your dream. And also, you know, her sacrifice was also for that. You know, I think that her giving herself to the emperor, it was to pay her debt, you know, to the emperor. I mean by that, you know, her father's debt. And it's implying also a lot of stuff for our family, for, you know, our country, something like that. So it was for that. It was also for Harald, for him to have a reward, a big reward for it. She knew about that. And really, did she have a choice, like a life of running away, stuff like that? And to involve Harald into that, running away also with her, being chased while he's not yet king of Norway, so he's not protected and all. So even if one day he's gonna become king of Norway, it means that it's gonna create a war. Like, they were not meant to be together. But I said it, you know, during the review of the last episode, I was not against a love relationship between the two of them because we saw it coming and it was sweet, and because I understood why, because into the show Vikings I was not, you know, this universe, we are used to that, you know, guys having a lot of different women, but yes, they were not meant to be. And I'm not saying that because I think that Harald and Freydis, they are meant to be. Yes, they are soulmates, but we know that their destinies, it's not the same. And right there, Freydis coming back like that with Sven, asking for peace. Okay, you want that peace for Jormsburg, for these people. That's why at the end she's smiling to them, like that's it, you're gonna be able to live at peace and all. But the fact that she heard all of these memories and all in Kattegat, the fact that now she can say to everyone, I'm the keeper of the face, you know, it's a parallel with the first episode when she was forced to leave, to run away, and she hated that, when she was forced to hide herself, and she was not also, you know, ready to claim that she was a keeper of the face, to take that role, you know, about the one who is a keeper of the face of the old gods and who can be a priestess for everyone. Now everything is different for Freydis. She killed Olaf. It's a little bad because I thought that we would keep Olaf and, you know, it was a good character, Olaf. But it was a good end for him. The fact that he died like that, you know, like on a cross as a martyr, I think that it's a good death for him still. But I didn't expect, you know, the combat to happen really like that, like all of the men being killed by fire. So one combat against Olaf and Freydis. At some point I really thought that Svein would intervene. I'm glad that he didn't, because it means that Harald's son is gonna have his mother to raise him, to protect him. So cool. But right there, it took so long for Harald to go to Constantinople. It's gonna take, you know, 1 year for him to come back. I don't think that we're gonna see it, you know. I think that at the beginning of the season 3, we're gonna have a big time jump of 1 year for Harald to come back, to deal with the situation, having an army and all, and for also letting the time for Freydis to create something, having a plan to come back to Kattegat, for her son also to grow up. I think so. At least 1 year, if it's not more than that, in fact. And during all of this time, Leif is gonna become a scholar. And I think that all of the other characters that we met during this season, we're gonna say goodbye to them. Like, I'm thinking about the girls, I'm thinking about the guys, like that's it, they're gonna have a reward, they're gonna be able to be free, to have a life, but we're not gonna stay with them. I would love, you know, to have some of them coming back with our guys into Norway. Maybe Kaizen, maybe Batu. The girls, I don't see it. But maybe, you know, it would be interesting. Why not? But the writers, they make stuff, you know, so they are not forced, you know, to keep these characters. Jorundr, I'm mad. I'm mad at the writers, you know, for killing him, because really, I thought that if we would keep one character from this season to the next season, I really thought that it would be him. Because clearly, he was the one with whom we spent the majority of the time, you know, who evolved a lot already during this season, who had so many interesting things to do, who was so useful, who saved Freydis at many occasions and all. Like, he was so well described, so well developed, so well useful, you know, for the story, for the characters, for everyone. He had already relationships, you know, with other people, and also really I thought that we would keep him, and I think that it's a little a shame, in fact, that we're not keeping him, because a character like him, even with that story, you know, the fact that he missed an hand, it would have been so interesting to keep a guy like him for the next season, with his story, his background, you know, the fact that he's a Viking who believes into the old gods, who lived, you know, according to the old way, but also who had that story with his father, with his mother, all of that. He would have been a good help, you know, for Freydis, but also he could have had a real place, you know, for Kattegat, for Norway, like a lot of things. I could have imagined a lot of things, revenge, stuff like that. So that's why I really feel it like it's a shame to not keep him, to kill him also just like that after all of what he suffered and all. Like, it's not just that he's killed right there, like he didn't even have the chance to say goodbye to his mother. You know, I didn't want him to die, I was mad during that moment, but I had that thing, you know, like at least survive to see your mom, and no, not even that. So he doesn't have a good death, and for me, he shouldn't have died, truly. When, you know, for Olaf, I didn't expect him to die. I thought that it would have been great to keep him even more and all for all of this story with Harald, for their relationship, and also for Olaf himself, for his character. But his death was a good death. It represents a lot, how he died also. And his story, his development, okay, it's a good conclusion for him. Right there, I don't think that it's a good conclusion for Jorundr. That's one negative thing, you know, that I could say about this season. To take so many times for a character during a season, to kill him at the end, it's not logical and it's not well done. For the rest of this episode, it was great. Freydis was great. All of that thing about Mariam dying, it was sad, but it was great. They got me, I cried. It was a sweet goodbye. That parallel, you know, with the story that Leif, he told, you know, when they were in Russia, that was great also. It was sweet, it was a sweet moment. even if it was sad. Sweet and sad. Okay, cool, really cool. This season 2, I already talked a lot about it during the 2 last intros, you know, the one of this episode and the last one. I think that this show is a drama historical show, but for this season 2, the balance between historical things and drama things was not okay, like, was not equal, just that. They want more for the dramatic things. And because of that, or thanks to that, according to how you are seeing it, we had in fact more stuff about the characters to make them evolve and to create things really for them, for Freydis, for Olaf, for Harald. For me it's totally okay. I loved this season and I love for the writers to do that because I love these characters and for me they did it well. I could understand if some people are not okay with it, but for me it was well done and really the pictures, the environment, the costumes, everything to create this universe was so good, like during the season 1. Special mention to the music, which was better than during the season 1 and which surprised me already during several moments, the good way, I mean. And yes, the characters, the stories, they were cool. Little negative thing, you know, about Jorundr, that end, that I truly don't understand, and I think that it's a mistake. You know, the writers right there, they made a mistake with that. Because, you know, I'm thinking about Vikings, for sure, the original show, and for sure I'm thinking, you know, about Ivar and characters like Ivar, and I think that Jorundr could have been a character like Ivar, you know, a conflicted character, a character really deep, and we miss that into this show. We miss a character who could be deep like that, with deep and dark feelings. And Jorundr could have been that, I think. Oh, I didn't talk about England. The wedding, we had it. The fact that you gave her the ring, that's not a surprise. Really, I thought that she could kill her, you know, find a way to kill her, to punish Godwin, or something like that. Like, no, you're not gonna have one of your sons being king. I think that she's gonna keep an eye on Godwin for sure, and that was a threat, you know, the thing with the ring. That was almost the promise that she would do it one day, that she's waiting the good time to do it. But does she have already something in mind to do it? Maybe, we'll see. Okay, that was a good season 2. Tell me what did you think of it. For sure, tell me what did you think of this end. I don't know when I'm gonna see you for the season 3. I think that they already announced a season 3. At least one. If it's the case, I will see you for the season 3. If you want to stay with me for other shows, go check the playlist, you know, I made one for each show's animes that I'm reacting to. Maybe we're already watching one, you know, together. Maybe you're gonna want to discover one with me. Maybe you're gonna want to binge watch my reaction videos to shows which already ended. Like maybe if you love historical show, it's gonna be the case for Vikings, or maybe also, you know, for The Last Kingdom or Peaky Blinders. Maybe shows like that you can be interested by my reactions about it. Maybe. Okay, it's all for you and for me for this season 2 of Vikings Valhalla. So it's all for me for now, so bye for now. Bye.
Wait a minute, Doc. Are you telling me that you built a time machine? Great.